Hello, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are safe and fine at your home. So, this is our part 3, chapter Yoga and Lifestyle. And today, the most important thing that we are going to learn is the elements of yoga. So, before we start the elements of yoga, I would like to ask you, do you have a self control on yourself? Are you always speaking truth? Are you feeling self-satisfied with your life? Are you always be truthful with you? Which kind of lifestyle you are living? These are some questions which lead you to be more. It's a conceptualized questions which should have some perfect answer. Otherwise, it leads some problems in your life, imbalance in the psychological, physiological, emotional, and social aspects of life. Right, students? So, what I'm telling you, I'm just going to explain you what today the different elements of yoga, and this elements of yoga is given by Patanjali. So, according to Ashtanga Yoga, why is Ashtanga? Because there are 8 elements of yoga. How many elements are there? There are 8 elements of yoga. So, according to Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali, as Patanjali is supposed to be the founder of yoga, right? So, according to Ashtanga Yoga, there are 8 elements of yoga, right? This 8-fold process, if someone attend this 8-fold process, this 8 limbs of yoga, then the purification of the body and mind achieved. Then the union of Atma and Paramatma can be achieved, right? So what I am going to teach you today we are going to learn about 8 elements of yoga. These 8 elements of yoga is designed by Patanjali, Maharishi Patanjali, and it is according to the Ashtanga Yoga. So these, these important elements of yoga, that is the limbs of yoga, will bring purity, will bring prosperity in your life. It will bring, the connection, the union of Atma and Paramatma. So what I mean is the union of Atma and Paramatma, right? So in the earlier chapter, the earlier part of this chapter, I had already told you what is yoga. So yoga is the union of Atma and Paramatma. It is the union of soul with God. It is, it is the evenness of temple. Yoga brings prosperity. Yoga brings peace. Yoga brings harmony. Yoga brings self-rectification. Yoga brings self-identification. Yoga brings self-realization. Yoga is a way to life. It's the art of living. It's a way one, create the sense or things to understand, right? So this, according to this Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali, there are 8 elements of yoga. There are Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. So there are 8 elements of yoga, and what are these elements? These elements are Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. Getting my point? What I am saying? Right, dear students? So, yeah, exactly. Let us start the first element of yoga. And the first element of yoga is Yam. What is this Yam? Some call it Yam, but it is Yam. Yam is, self-discipline. It is the universal commandment, morality guidelines for good behavior in the society. These are basic principles of good society. They are named as Ahimsa, Satya, Asatya, Brahmacharya, which means non-violence in life, truthfulness, honesty, non-stealing, absence of lust. So, what this Yama exactly means? See, Yam is the first element of yoga according to Ashtanga Yoga Patanjali. So, Yam is the first element of yoga. It is the behavior. It leads an individual to, understand the mortality guidelines, moksha prapti. This Yam is something that helps a person to live a healthier and happier life. Now, what is Yam exactly? see some guidelines. So let's take an example. If we want a good human, right? If we want a good person, so which kind of things we'll see? We'll see that person is honest. We'll see that person is, not doing violence, pretty good. Behavior we see that he is a liar or he is a honest person. We see that how his life, morals, which kind of values he or she has. Is that person is a thief? He has some habit of stealing things or non-stealing. We also see the behavior of a person, the way, the conduct of a person. That's tell us. Let's tell us that the person is, somehow engaging in some of the activity. No, like what I say, I could say it that the person is busy in which kind of activities. Like the person should be absence of lust, right? So here we will going to understand what exactly they are. So these are the universal commandments or the morality guidelines for behavior to get a good conduct, to get a good behavior of an individual, good society of an individual. So this YUM is something which helps, which gives us a guideline to give the perfect human in the society, to build the nation. These are the basic principles. They guide an individual to lead some basic principles which not only form a good society but also helps a person to lead the better life, the extra version of their life. The YUM also tells someone that it tells a person that how to lead, how to know the exact potential, how to see the extra versions of the human being, right? So what's exactly is that? It is something which is give us some qualities like ahimsa, satya, agnipat, brahmacharya. Now see this word brahmacharya. So nowadays, as you can see in the society, there is a lot of rape cases, there is a lot of littering, there is a lot of problems related with male as well as female. Just because of the hormonal changes, just because of the some secretion of hormones, a human has no power on his own thoughts, on his processes, her processes. So a person should be non-stealing. It means he should not steal things. Chori karna nahi hai achhi baat, right? So one should not do. One should be satisfied with their own materialistic things. It's professionalism. Peoples are moving around comfort. Peoples are working, for more to materialistic comfort zone. They want to achieve a huge number of things in life, and if they are not able to achieve that, they directly, stealing or some kind of activities which are not at all good. So this ahimsa, brahmacharya, truthfulness, honesty, absence of lust. Now, what is this absence of lust? See, in the life where we are living, in the society where we are living, for each and everything, there will be the proper time. And on the next time, we will got everything. So one should cultivate the habit, in individual to know, to see that something which is in life is not immediate. We'll have to watch, we'll have to wait for that thing. We need to see that the thing that we are sometimes asking or sometimes we are believing, sometimes we need it or before time. So we need to think that which are the important parameters where we need to think and which are the important parameters we will get soon in the future. So one should be very passionate, one should be very focused to know what is the exact meaning of a person in the life. So what is ahimsa? I hope you understand. Ahimsa, these are the universal commandments. These are some morality guidelines for good behavior in the society. These are the basic principles for the good society. They are named as ahimsa, satya, asatya, brahmacharya, truthfulness. And what is this meaning of this word? So the meaning of this word is, non-violence, truthfulness, honesty, non-stealing, absence of lust. I hope you understand this term. Yeah. Now let's come on niyam. See, whenever we listen this word niyam, which kind of thoughts come in your mind? So whenever we listen about niyam, we just think that something which is bounded with the rules, some regulations. So you just take an example in your school life, right? Let us suppose I know that you're missing school a lot, you're missing your centers a lot. So what the thing that you need to keep in mind, you just take an example that in your school, with a terrible ruler, your teacher is moving, your principal is there, or your vice principal is there, or your physical education teacher, that is your sports teacher, is moving with the terrible ruler in the corridor of the school. Which kind of thing you feel, and what the teacher will say if he's standing in front of the classroom door? If you are standing on the classroom door, the first question will be by the teacher, why are you standing here? Is it the way to stand? I'm saying, right? So this is because something, you're not supposed to stand there. And sometimes, generally, if you remember the assembly, so in school assembly, generally it is the question that, what are you doing? Why are you not in the proper uniform? Why your nails are not trimmed properly? Why your shoes are not properly polished? Why you have another socks than the dress? So these are some things that we are going to now be as niyam. See, something like discipline, like some rules and regulations are supposed to be formed because as for the good conduct of the society. And these niyam are very, very important. These rules and regulations are very, very important. So niyam, it means rules and regulations. Right? So when I am talking about this rules and regulations, this niyam, these are what I would say is observance, self-purification by discipline. Right? So if I ask some of you to write an essay on discipline, so definitely you will be writing a lot of pages, even you can write a lot of words on it. Discipline is something which comes from own rather than seeking from other. It can be created with a positive environment. Discipline is something which could not be forced. It comes from our side, it comes from own, it can be earned, it cannot be purchased. Right? So this discipline, in another word, these are the principles to make individuals healthy life. So if you want to live a healthy life, if you want to do something in your life, if you really want to exert the potential, if you want to update the version of yourself, you must go and see what exactly the niyams are. So niyam is something like they are named as soch. It's kind of thinking process going in the mind of an individual. Santosh, relaxation, self-feeling completeness of everything. Tap, swadhu, we can speak it Ishwar Paryadna, or we can say Ishwar Prem, right? So this when I'm talking about niyam, which means some hygienic habits, some proper diet, proper sleep, proper rest, maintain a proper routine. So this is what about the routines. Routine, see what I am just telling. If I am asking you about the routine, so routine should be, when you wake up in the morning, just have a warm water with honey. You drink that water. Then after that, this water, you must, go for something which is your part of removing the nitrogenous waste. After that, you must go for some physical exercise. Physical exercise play a vital role in the life of a person. It is very, very important to perform physical exercise. Until and unless you perform some physical exercise on a regular basis, you will not be able to prosper. Right? So this physical exercise, the proper rest and relaxation, proper sleep, and maintaining some hygienic exercises, some hygienic protocols in the life is very, very important. Got it, students? Next thing is asana. What are these asanas? So asana is the third stage. First is yam, second is niyam, third is asana. Asana is the third step of yoga, right? These are the slow stretching activities which not only helps you to build the body, but it also improves the articulation of your muscles. It also improves the fitness of your body, right? So what are the asanas? There are different kinds of asana, like sitting asana, standing asana, lying asana. In lying asana, there are two things. First is there is our that what I should say. I should say it's proline or supine. Two positions are there. So asanas are four types, right? There are four ways to performing asanas, like sitting asanas, standing asanas, asanas like lying asanas, supine asanas. We have two categories, right? Lying and supine. Okay, dear students. Now the point to think is this asana. There are different things in that. Like if I talk about the sitting asana, right? So when I'm talking about sitting asana, that is Padmasana. Okay. So when we sit in Padmasana, there is a great impact on our body. Next, if I take another example of sitting asana is Vajrasana, right? It is the only asana which is performed after the meal, and it has great impact on our digestion. Got it? Next is after sitting asana, there is a standing asana. All standing asanas like Garudasana, Tadasana, Vrikshasana, right? Tree pose. So these are some asanas which are the example of a standing asana. If I talk about the lying asana, so supine and proline. So if I talk about supine and proline, so like asanas like Bhujangasana, Shavasana, Makrasana, these are some asanas which are related with the standing, sitting, lying, proline, etc. So what is first we started? We started with asanas, that is our slow stretching activities which leads you to live a healthy and happy life. Asanas, see what are the benefits of asana. If you perform asanas on a regular basis, the muscles will improve. See, let's suppose you are performing some exercise, right? So if you are performing a Vrikshasana, right? So Vrikshasana, your leg muscle will strengthen, the chest muscle will expand. See, it is very, very important to give exercise to each and every muscles of your body. Understood? So what I am telling you, see, when we perform physical exercise, asana is what? Asana is physical exercise. It's a group of physical exercise. Surya Namaskar is also considered in it, sun salutation in that, right? So physical exercise is very, very important. It plays a crucial role in our life. Right? So what I was telling you about the importance of asanas, like asanas are very important. It improves our sense organing, it improves our, the scroll and curve, it improves our respiratory system, it improves the vital capacity of lungs, it improves the diffusion of blood, it gives shape to our body, it enhances the flexibility of our muscles, it leads to good digestion of food, it leads to a good excretion of food, it strengthens our muscles, it strengthens our leg, it improves the hormone secretion, it improves the premature, it decreases that premature aging, it leads to the total use of the total efficiency of the body. It also helps in building up muscles. It also gives you the flexibility which lead you to live a happy and healthy life. Now what's the next one? The next one is pranayama. So this pranayama is made up of two things, pran and ayam. It is made up of pran and ayam. What is pranayama? So pranayama is a control over breathing, right? What is pranayama? Pranayama is the control over breathing. So when I am telling about pranayama, so pranayama is systematic, rhythmic control over breathing. It is very, very important for the internal cleaning. If you want to, reduce your weight, it is then also very important. Pranayamas are based upon three things, right? So let me just tell you an important thing, and the thing that I am going to tell you is really very important in terms of going for this pranayams. So we were on pranayams. So what is pranayams? Pranayam is made up of three things, right? Purak, Kumbhak and Rechak. What is Purak, Kumbhak and Rechak? See, this is my finger and I have made it like this. There's two fingers down, this hold and this. Fine. This is my position. Now I will keep this thumb here and this ring finger on my head. Can you see me? Now what I'll do, I'll be just inhaling oxygen from one of my nostrils. I stop it for a while, then I remove. So when you inhale, right? When you're inhaling, it is purak, taking of oxygen. When you stop it, it is the kumbhak. When you hold the breath, right? And when you exhale, that is the rechak. Purak, kumbhak, rechak, right? So what is it? Pranayam it is made up of two words, pran and ayam, right? So pranayam is systematic control over breathing. It is very important for the internal functioning, internal purity. There are three things in pranayams. First is purak, second is kumbhak, and third one is rechak. Getting my point what I am saying? So see, pranayams play a vital role in the life of an individual. See how pranayam helps us. See, the most important key or the most important thing in our life is taking oxygen inside, right? So because without oxygen a person cannot live, right? Nobody can live without oxygen. So for taking oxygen, when you bring oxygen in your inside your thing, right, inside your respiratory system, so first thing, the very important thing that you need to keep in your mind is take oxygen slowly and gently. Always breathe slowly, gently, smoothly, right, without any forceful action. So when you consume this oxygen, there should not be any voice. See, there are two ways. I am showing you. It is not the correct way. You just take oxygen in simple way. There should not be voice, right? So when we consume oxygen, one should feel the amount of oxygen goes into the lungs. Then and then you will be understand how fresh you will feel. The functioning of the alveoli, the functioning of the diffusion of blood, the diffusion of oxygen into blood, right? You will energize. You will feel. You will see that how the wonderful creation, how the innovation brings in your body just only with oxygen, right? So it is the most important thing to understand that how we use the oxygen, right? So as you all aware, as you started it that what is the mechanism of respiration, I am not supposed to go there. So when we consume oxygen, this oxygen goes into this lungs and it diffuses with the blood vessels. The oxygen diffuses with the blood vessels, the carbon dioxide comes, right? So there are different kinds of pranayams like Anulom Vilom pranayam, Sithili pranayam, Sitkari pranayam, Surya Bhedan pranayam, okay, Ujjayi pranayam, Brahmari pranayam. So there are a whole lot of groups of pranayams are there. So what is pranayams? Pranayams are the pran and ayam. These are the control over breathing, which all helps to improve the internal cleaning. These are made up of three parts, that is inhaling, holding and exhaling, purak, kumbhak and rechak. I hope you understand this topic, right? Now the next topic that we are going to learn is that are pratyahar. What is it? It is pratyahar. So when I am talking about pratyahar, what does it exactly mean? Right, students? So pratyahar, these are performed in improvement of intellectual capacity by withdrawal of sense organ from the worldly object. It is strengthening the mental ability, right? So what is pratyahar? Pratyahar is the improvement in the mental capacity, intellectual curiosity, right? Pratyahar means withdrawal of sense organ. You can think simply in your mind. What is pratyahar? Pratyahar is the withdrawal of sense organ. Got it? So when I am talking about pratyahar, see what is intellectual curiosity, what is intellectual process. Intellectual thing is related with your thought process. Intellectual thing is related with the ideas, your behavior, your conduct, right? So pratyahar is totally related with the way you think, the way you express your emotions, the growth as well as the development of yours. See, there are a whole lot of sense organs, like 5 sense organs that we possess, right? These 5 sense organs are very, very important because they realize us, they give us sensation what is going around us. Like eyes give us the sensation of sight, nose gives the sensation of smell, tongue gives the sensation of taste, ear gives the sensation of hearing, and skin gives the sensation of feel. So, Pratyahar says that you bring your positive vibrations, your positive affirmations, your positive energy in somehow way, in such a way that you lead a happier and amazing life, right? So, Pratyahar means increase your intellectual ability, increase your physical potential as well as learning potential, right? So Pratyahar is totally dependent, it's totally related with the intellectual capacity as well as it is related with the development of your thought process and your temperament. Next is Dharana. Now what is this Dharana? So Dharana is something which is related to the Dharana is fixing your attention or concentration. Now see, Dharana. Let you see the Rishi Munis sitting on the mountains for years and years, right? So this dharana is something which helps to fix your attention, right? So if something, see how you improve your concentration, how you improve your mental capacity, how you improve your way to sustain with the thing, right? So this is the what is this dharana? In dharana we simply say it is concentration. Dharana is a Sanskrit kind of word. And if you talk in English, it is concentration. See, to improve the concentration is very important. Let me just quickly tell you to exercise. Hold it. See, it's a concentration, right? You can also take that burning candle and you will see it with your both eyes. Tak tak hi laga kar dekhna, right? So, concentration is a very important part of an individual. Without concentration, you can't prosper in your life, right? Next is these should be performed and done with the guru, the teacher, and it also lead to maximum development and of the control of your sense organ. Dharana is something which helps you to have a control over your sense organ, right? And which kind of control it will give you? Dharana fixes the attention. It gives you perfect concentration. This shouldn't be performed and it's abiding or there should be the observation of a teacher. Now dhyana. Dhyana is a process of controlling your mind, your thought process through meditation. Now what is this meditation? So when you do meditation, you must have a knowledge of meditation. Right, what I am speaking about. So let me just tell quickly that what is meditation. Meditation is changing the urge of a person. Deep sense of relaxation, deep sense of peace, deep sense of energetic thought process. So it is a development of 8 level of concentration, the high level of concentration you can say. Dhyana is the high level of concentration. Got it? So what is dhyana? Dhyana is something which lead you into the harmony, peace of mind. Dhyana is something which lead you to live a healthier, a happier and a high level of concentration can be achieved. So where we have started? We have started from the, according to the Ashtanga Yoga, there are 8 limbs of yoga. And what are these 8 limbs? The 8 limbs are Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Ready, students? So what is this? If I talk about Yam, so here is more universal truth, principles to lead a good society. Have some ahimsa, satya, brahmacharya, non-violence, honesty, truthfulness, and absence of lust. Niyam is the rules and regulation, discipline in the life, which consists of santosh, soch. It means some good habits, hygienic habits, proper diet, proper sleep, rest, routine, and different contaminated in life. Asanas. What is asanas? Asanas are the slow stretching activity which bring good fitness, physical fitness. Pranayama is a control over breathing. It brings harmony in your life. It will improve your respiratory system and a lot of advantages of it. Pura Kumbha Prechana are the part of this pranayams. Pratyahara, these are performed to improve the intellectual capacity, to have a control over the sense organ. Dharana is fixing the high amount of concentration. This should be performed with the teacher, with the observation of the teacher, and this see. When I am talking about dharana, dhyan is meditation. So one should sit a particular place in the peace, focus at a point like Om or something, whatever is going on in his mind. So then the thing will be possible. So if you want to develop the high level of concentration, you must go to think about what exactly pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, etc. Now the last kind of aim of that our Ashtanga Yoga Patanjali is remaining, and the name of the last limb of this Ashtanga Yoga is. So dear students, as we are done with the 8 limbs of yoga, that is Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. So we till that Dharana, right? Samadhi was remaining. So what is Samadhi? Samadhi is, attempt the super conscious stage of life, right? So take Samadhi means to go beyond the superpowers, go up to superpowers, right? So now I am going to take you the exercise of Surya Namaskar. What is Surya Namaskar? Surya Namaskar is sun salutation. And Surya Namaskar, when a person is supposed to perform Surya Namaskar, the whole lot of muscles of your body will stretched. The exercise of each and every muscle of your body will be taken place, right? So now I am going to tell you what is the correct way to perform this Surya Namaskar. I am with me my one of the student, that is the name of this student is Pavan Kumawat, right? So I am now going to tell you what exactly and how we should perform the Surya Namaskar in a proper manner, because when we do not perform the asanas in a proper way, it lead to some problems, health related problems. So how to perform Surya Namaskar in a proper manner, let's learn. So let us start for the first step. Look at me. Yes. So he is going to perform the first step. Start performing first step. So see, the hands are out, then it comes closer, right? This is the first step. Now go second step. So when an individual is going for the second step, his hands should go, back. You can see these hands are just lying to the ear, right? Go back, right? So this is about the second step, right? Now this individual is coming on the third step, come down. So when this individual is come to you, what you need to do, you need to touch your this head to your knees, and your hand should be here, right? Each and every asana should perform up to 20 seconds or 30 seconds, because as in when we hold in some asanas will be very good for us. Next step, perform all the asanas slowly and gently, right? See, now this individual or whomever is doing this exercise, see, this neck should go down, there should be stretch on this throat region, this leg is totally touched, okay? It should not be like this, it always be like this, flat. There should be stretch on the thigh region. Understood? Now next change. Take your leg back. Yes. Now take Parvatasana. Okay. See, so in this step when he is doing Parvatasana, try to touch your heels. These heels should always be touched to the floor, and this neck should go inside as much as can. Get it? There must be a pain in this region, so this natural curve of your spine should be visible. Got it? Now next change. Next asana, yes. Not this, yeah. Buttock up, okay, fine. So in this asana, your hands should be back, not this much. Keep your hands forward. This also. So this hand should be touched to your, this back region. This should be up your buttocks, up. Yes. So this is the exact posture how to, perform this mudra, this form, right? Now let's come, just put down and go for Bhujangasana. So slowly, quickly, this buttock region should be touched. Hold it, bend it. You bend it, yes, touch it, touch. See, this elbow should be bent and this neck will be down. and there should be a lot of stretch on this throat region, so that the hormonal secretion will be maintained, which will be efficient, right? Now change, go down, Parvatasana again. So on the same way that I told you how to perform this Parvatasana, neck down, heels should be touched at the back, right? Next leg, next exercise, yeah, this leg. Now the another leg come forward, this necks go down, there will be a lot of stretch on this throat region, leg is completely flat. I hope you understand it clearly, right? Now slowly, gently come back, take your another leg, stand, again try to touch it, okay, Padhastasana, hold it for 30 seconds, you can also take some counts, 1, 2, 3 up to 30, come back, now again backward bending. When you do this backward bending, the hand should be here, right? See, come back. When you are performing this backward bending, there should not be any jerky movement, right? Come back. In the last mudra, that is both the hands, Namaste mudra. So we started with this and we ended with this, right? So this is whole about the sun salutation, that is the Surya Namaskar. I hope you understand all the concepts properly. Thank you so much.